In the early hours of Sunday, April 20th, 2025, a devastating fire erupted at a large factory in Sparkhill, Birmingham. The blaze, which began before dawn, quickly grew out of control, sending flames and thick smoke billowing into the sky. Emergency services were alerted almost immediately as the fire rapidly consumed the industrial building, threatening nearby structures and businesses. The fire started in one section of the warehouse, but, fueled by flammable materials inside, it spread at an alarming rate throughout the entire building. Within minutes, the flames had engulfed much of the structure, making it extremely difficult for firefighters to contain the blaze. The factory, situated on Warwick Road, was not just a single business, but a hub for several local companies. Each business operated from different sections of the building, making the fire's impact even more devastating for the local economy and community. By the time the flames were brought under control, the fire had caused extensive damage. The once bustling industrial property was left in ruins, with charred walls, collapsed roofs, and debris scattered across the site. The loss was not only physical, but also emotional for business owners and employees. The sound of sirens echoed through the streets as multiple fire engines raced to the scene. Firefighters, equipped with hoses and breathing apparatus, worked tirelessly to battle the inferno, risking their own safety to protect the surrounding area and prevent the fire from spreading further. The intensity of the fire was staggering. Bright orange flames shot high above the factory roof, lighting up the night sky and drawing the attention of residents from miles away. The heat could be felt from a considerable distance, and the fire's glow was visible across much of Birmingham. Thick black smoke poured from the burning building, forming a massive plume that drifted over nearby neighbourhoods. The smoke was so dense that it could be seen from several miles away, prompting concerns about air quality and health risks for those living in the area. Local authorities quickly advised residents to stay indoors and keep their windows and doors tightly closed to avoid inhaling the potentially harmful smoke. Many people watched anxiously from their homes, worried about the safety of their community and the fate of the businesses affected by the fire. When the alarm was raised, the West Midlands Fire Service responded with remarkable speed and efficiency to the unfolding emergency. Within minutes, the first fire engines arrived at the scene, their sirens piercing the night as they navigated through city streets to reach the burning industrial building. In total, they deployed an impressive fleet of 15 fire engines, each equipped with specialized tools and equipment designed for large-scale incidents like this. Alongside the vehicles, a dedicated team of 75 firefighters was mobilized. These highly trained professionals worked together seamlessly, coordinating their efforts to tackle the intense blaze that threatened to spread rapidly through the industrial complex. Firefighters battled the flames tirelessly for several hours, braving intense heat and hazardous conditions. They used powerful water hoses to douse the fire, working in shifts to ensure a continuous assault on the flames. In addition to ground efforts, aerial platforms were deployed, allowing firefighters to attack the fire from above and reach otherwise inaccessible parts of the building, which was crucial in bringing the situation under control. Due to the severity and scale of the incident, authorities made the decision to close Warwick Road between Tyseley Hill Road and Wharfedale Road. This closure was necessary to ensure the safety of both emergency crews and the public, as well as to provide clear access for fire engines and support vehicles. The road closure led to significant traffic disruption throughout the area. Commuters and local residents experienced long delays, with vehicles backed up along surrounding streets as emergency operations continued. Motorists were strongly advised to avoid the affected area and seek alternative routes. Police officers and traffic management teams were on hand to redirect vehicles, set up detours, and provide guidance to confused drivers. Public transportation was also impacted, with several bus routes being diverted away from the scene. Passengers were informed of changes to their journeys, and additional signage was put in place to help people navigate the altered routes, ensuring everyone's safety during the emergency response. Late last night, a major fire broke out in the Sparkhill area, leading to a significant power outage that affected hundreds of homes. The sudden darkness swept across entire neighborhoods, leaving residents startled and concerned as streetlights and homes went dark in an instant. Emergency vehicles could be seen responding to the scene, their flashing lights providing the only illumination in the area. The source of the outage was traced to a nearby electrical substation, which suffered extensive damage as a result of the blaze. Firefighters worked tirelessly to contain the fire and prevent it from spreading further, but the damage to the substation was already done, disrupting the flow of electricity to the surrounding community. As a result, approximately 380 homes were left without power. Families found themselves in the dark, relying on candles and flashlights to get through the night. Many residents gathered at their windows watching as emergency crews worked to address the situation, while others checked on neighbours to ensure everyone was safe. National Grid, the company responsible for maintaining the area's power supply, was notified immediately after the incident. Their control room quickly coordinated a response, dispatching teams to assess the damage and begin repairs. The company's emergency call centre was inundated with calls from concerned residents seeking updates and information. Engineers and utility workers from National Grid arrived on site within the hour. They worked swiftly and efficiently, isolating the fault and beginning the complex process of restoring power. Their efforts were focused on repairing the damaged substation and ensuring that electricity could be safely returned to affected homes. Thanks to their quick response and expertise, power was restored to most homes within just a few hours. Residents expressed relief and gratitude as lights flickered back on, bringing a sense of normalcy back to the neighborhood after a tense and uncertain night. However, not everyone was so fortunate. Some residents experienced longer outages, with a few homes remaining in the dark well into the early morning hours. These families faced additional challenges, relying on battery-powered devices and staying in touch with loved ones for support. Throughout the ordeal, National Grid provided regular updates on the situation through their website and social media channels. They kept the community informed about repair progress, estimated restoration times, and safety tips for those still without power, helping to reassure residents during a difficult night. Thankfully, there were no reports of any injuries as a result of the fire. Emergency services praised the quick actions of those who raised the alarm and the efficient evacuation of the area. The cause of the fire is still unknown. Fire investigators are now working to determine the origin of the fire and how it spread so quickly. They will examine the scene, interview witnesses, and review any available CCTV footage. The investigation is expected to take some time. The Sparkhill community has been shaken by this devastating fire, and the impact on the businesses operating within the factory is significant, and the road closures and power outage caused widespread disruption. However, amidst the challenges, the community has come together. Local residents have offered support to those affected by the fire, providing food and drinks to the firefighters and displaced business owners. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of fire safety measures and the vital role of our emergency services.